Yeah.
Isn't the problem though with the long-term philosophy, kind of with your last example of supply and demand? People, it would be great if everybody had that kind of mentality, but it's, I think the challenge is that I'm here for 4 years, maybe less.
Yeah.
Unless I give them what they want, they're not going to want me back for more of me.
Absolutely.
So it's, how do you sell that?
This, you know,
idea.
at the end of the day, this is the job of the citizens. You're absolutely right. The politicians are there to get elected, and they will cater to the groups, you know, because that's in their incentive. If they don't do that, they don't get elected. And all they're doing, they're like the producer, they react. Just like Paris Hilton, the producer reacts. Who decides at the end of the day is everybody, all the individual consumers. So I think it's our job of people to get up and to try to persuade people that we need to elect politicians who understand this problem. We need to punish politicians who are into special interests, who go out of their way to try to cater to these special groups at the expense of the rest of society. But it's incumbent upon us.
So do you think that if there was less government, then there would be less problems? Because if we were more self-governing, then we wouldn't be turning to government for whatever.
You know, in essence, I agree with what you said. I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the government has power, right? The fact that they can collect all these pennies and give it enables the problem. So, no, I agree with that. I think that would help.
So the public needs to be educated so that they can know where to direct government leaders. But how do we educate ourselves? We need somebody, I feel like I need somebody to be my guide, but I don't know who to listen to, and the government's not going to be a good guide for me. So I guess it is my own personal responsibility, but how do I keep myself educated so I know how to encourage others and how to make decisions myself?
Well, you know, one thing I do like is, I don't know a lot of detail about what's happening in the Middle East right now, but I do like the component I like about it is it's very grassroots. Basically, all the folks have said, you know, we've had enough of these dictators, and they're gathering together and they're trying to overthrow a lot of these people who have been very oppressive for so many years. And at the end of the day, I think it has to happen in a similar way where individual voters can be persuaded to reward politicians who are willing to say no. And right now the problem is that if you go out and you say no to this sort of thing, to the group, you know, special interest, you won't get elected, right? If you go out and you say these things, you don't get elected. So politicians aren't going to say that. But if we do the opposite as voters and we elect them, the politicians who say no to that, and we punish the politicians who fall for that, I think that's the first step.